Pennsylvania. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
To throw, it's Milton.
And incomplete to open things up.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Here's Milton. Got his man. It's Warren.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Throwing is Milton.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Slam. 18, Pioneer.
Here's Milton now to throw.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The Steelers hit 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Milton.
He finds Austin complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And what a call, because they ran a triple out route. 3 guys running out routes at varying depths. And then they let an inside receiver try and sneak free and run deeper downfield, and he does. And the defense out of sorts here, and it turns into a big play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Now Milton.
Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
To throw is Milton.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
And no thought of a return here for Hines. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Hampton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
On 1st down, it's Hampton, and he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Muscles him off. And now the rookie's free. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down and 4. Out of the gun, Herbert. Now this one finds McConkey.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
If there's ever anyone born to be an efficient slot receiver, it's Lad McConkey. Gets in and out of breaks so well and creates excellent separation, and then after the catch, knows how to turn upfield and gain additional yardage.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Najee Harris.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give him 30 yards there.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw. Milton. Flush to his right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
On 1st down, Milton. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
DK Metcalf.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are able to move back in front.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 10-7. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The
Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And Shark calls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Play action. It's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
2nd down, this is Wilson. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Here's Herbert. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Up the middle they go. Hampton, and he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DJ Chark laying himself out in the end zone. And the Chargers have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 14-10. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't.
And this throw will be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
Now he's loose at the 40.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
They run with Hines.
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Second down and 6 now.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And a quick throw here that's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Warren. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Looking to throw. Milton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10. Motion man right is Rice.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Off the play fake. Milton. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
He's got a man, complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now it's Hines. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Herbert changing things up. On second down, right back to Hines. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Herbert now.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hampton, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd down, it's Hampton, and able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
3rd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hampton, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now up to 14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw. Milton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Milton eluding the pressure right.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hampton.
77 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Hampton.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
This is Hines. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They'll run again with Wilson. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 27. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well-timed effort by Darius Slay. A sack on the corner blitz.
How about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Here's Hines. Down to the 25. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Tui Pelotu got in and dropped him. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Milton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Now, they set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Marquise Goodwin, 39 yards.
And the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep.
It got his man complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Completes it to Austin. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
at Freiermuth.
31 yards.
And the Steelers get a bit closer.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning.
Now a 2nd and 2.
And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
Here's another carry for Harris. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown.
You get down this deep, Charles, you hate to settle for a field goal. They roll the dice on 4th down, really just hoping to get that first. But as it turns out, they take it all the way into the end zone.
You mentioned that they took a little bit of a gamble there. Think about it this way. Most teams throw the ball in this situation in the NFL, so they really gambled with a running play, and boy, did it pay off. Pay dirt.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. One final final shot. They'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll take the short